Yo, what's good, my fellow deadheads? Your overlord has returned with yet another Kaiju number 8 video. And guys, just want to say some important information going on here. We actually have a server maintenance tomorrow at 4 UTC, 4 p.m., 4 a.m., I guess, right? I think there's going to be probably later in the day, considering that our reset is usually at like 3 p.m. But guys, this maintenance is going to be a download of approximately 3.5 gigabytes. Yeah, they're giving us 1,000 dimensional crystal compensation for it. So this is the biggest compensation they have given us thus far in the game, and we don't even know why. I'm gonna be honest with you. I already looked through the rest of this notice right here. It doesn't say any specifics about what is going to be in this update, but I'm going to go ahead and take a shot in the dark here and say that maybe this update is for the Steam version. I feel like 3.5 gigabytes is quite big of a file, maybe even bigger than the original game file itself. So what could be big enough to warrant a file bigger than the game itself, or as big as the game itself? I don't remember exactly how much the download was, but yes, no, 3.5 gigs is a very big download. If you guys do like this kind of coverage, man, you can go down below. You can leave a like on the video. You can also subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can get notified every single time the DEADMAN hits the Kaiju glide. And you can also go down below and comment and let me know what you want to know. But we're going to get right into the video. So everybody's been talking about how the game has been like dead and having a lack of content, which fair play. There has not been too many different game modes for us to experience after the first like few days. And I'd say that the game was a bit quick for us to like get through. Yes. But I feel like that is for a specific reason. These guys are taking an IP that does not have that many characters introduced in the show after he introduced Kaiju number 8, really. And also they are doing an original story, and it seems like they're leaning really heavily into the original story. So realistically, what I think happened is that they released the first little, set of content, and people were actually quite disappointed with that amount of content because they could have done so much more, and they were just kind of trying to gauge how many people would be playing the game. But maybe they thought that many people wouldn't be playing the game. I've seen this happen plenty of times before. I've definitely seen it before where a game releases and it just does not have the a sufficient amount of content for the players, and they have to quickly adjust to that. So I think the reason why we are having this big period of silence right here is because they are figuring out how to tweak some of these things and make these things last a little bit longer when they do come out. Now, a few more information points that I want to touch on. If you players do not know what this is, you are probably a brand new player or considering playing the game, but we have already had our first raid battle against Kaiju number 1, and everybody complained because the raid battle was far too easy and gave us few too many rewards. But as you can see here, we are getting another raid battle in late September, which honestly, once you get into, I guess, the fourth quarter of the month, so not the first 3 sets of 7, so not the first 21 days, but like last 7 days, so like in that 28, when there are 7 days in the month left, 7 to 10 days left in the month, I would say that's when you're in the late range for a month. So we could probably end up seeing the next raid battle on the 21st, if not like the 23rd, 25th or something like that, right? Something in that range. But the 25th is when JoJo's game drops, and something else happens on the 25th, I think, in this game as well. But you can see here we're actually getting a new fierce battle area on the 16th. So I remembered seeing that the fierce battle area was going to like reset like halfway through the month. So I am glad to see that that's not a monthly reset thing, but instead a bi-weekly reset thing, because that means that that's going to reset. That's going to be 15 more stages with 300 cubes each on each one of the stages, if you can beat them with 3 stars, of course. But if you can beat the first one, I imagine you can beat the second one. Like, obviously the second one's got to be harder than the first one, and I think this one's going to be more based around Sagan Shinomiya, because this one is a limited fierce battle area, which I don't remember the first one being limited. So maybe the first one was centered around you getting Reno, even though the final boss fight needed a blunt damage, and Sagan wasn't out just yet, right? So maybe you were supposed to use like Reno and Kaiju number 8 for the first team or something like that. But Narumi was definitely the sure winner for the second team, in defeating that stage. But Now it looks like we got 15 more stages with 300 more cubes on them and more Proof of Valor, by the way, which if you guys don't know, you can use the Proof of Valor to pick up extra weapons for characters and try out different builds if you'd like. But we do have content on the way, and I just want to say, I think that after they had that initial feedback from the Kaiju #1 raid battle, they had realized that they were grossly estimating how much people wanted to play the game, how much content people want in the game. Now, they aren't saying anything, or they haven't said anything yet about fixing any stamina issues or stamina provided to players, but there are systems in play that kind of give you stamina, but some of them are a little bit sweatier of a system. So, yeah, the game could definitely be in a better state, but I think that they are working on it. I think the game has a lot of potential, and I'm just working on my characters and just waiting, you know? Like, I'm not going to sit here and complain about how there's no content in the game when I know I could be polishing up my characters so that whenever there is new content in the game, they can absolutely squad wipe it, right? So that is what I'm focused on. That is what I'm going to do. And also, I just want to say thank you guys. It seems like you are very much enjoying my video of getting Narumi skills to level 10, which lets me know that I'll probably be doing more level 10 skill videos in the future. And I might even start adding on a feature afterwards where I actually just farm. I was excited to just get the level 10 on all of Narumi's skills, but I think next time I'll go ahead and get the materials preloaded, get the skills level 10 at the start of the video, and then try to just do some hard content with that character just to show how much better they are at level 10 skills or something of that nature. But yeah, that's about it. If you guys did enjoy the video, go down below, leave a like on the video. We got some stuff on the way, man. And again, Fierce Battle Area is coming tomorrow, which is going to be really nice. I think they're going to bundle in something else, considering that it's a 3.5 thousand gigabyte download. And I think that the raid battle will come soon after. Just considering, and also just the 1,000 diamonds compensation, right? They had to be compensating us for something great if they're giving us 1,000 diamonds. Yet they're not telling us what they're compensating us for. I mean, for maintenance download, right? They're telling us they're compensating us for the maintenance download. But the maintenance download, if I looked correctly, it doesn't seem like it's going to be that long of a time that the maintenance is going to be going on for. So Steam release, maybe? Fingers crossed, I hope. Because with the Steam release, the game will run a lot better. It'd be native to my computer. The videos will look better. But again, that's enough speculation. That is enough poking our heads around. You guys have an excellent day. That is going to be it for your boy, DEADMANVINCE. The Dead Man does love you. Peace out.